So I have Marcela here who is going to show you some of the core work that she's been doing. And then I'm going to add some yoga postures so that she can maximize the use or the effectiveness of this work that she's already doing. So Marcela, would you go ahead and show us just one basic core work that you are accustomed to doing, or just your routine around that?
The first one, maybe?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Like this. And then it's a little warm up.
Nice. And then what comes after this warm-up? Let's just,
Open
okay.
legs. And then maybe we can do this. Yeah.
Great. Okay.
And then a plank.
All right.
And I usually move my hips too.
Great moves, right? Yeah. Great moves. All right. So now what we're going to look at is how can we elongate the spine a little bit more so that all those muscles that support the spine, right? The back muscles as well are really engaging for you to get the most out of this great variety of moves that you just showed us.
Great.
So we're going to begin on hands and knees. Good. And then what I'd like for you to do is just lift both knees just ever so slightly. Nice. And now here, I want you to begin to consider that instead of letting gravity take you down, that you're being supported from the, the back body. As if you were lying, as if you were turned around.
Yeah.
Okay, so that your head is on the floor. So where would the floor be? The floor would be on the same lane as your shoulders. The back of the neck would be long. Nice. And that back body is just nice, like it's being lifted. So you kind of have to envision that, like being lifted like a balloon. Now straighten your legs and go into that plank pose, which is the one that you first do the side to side with the knees,
Yeah.
or the bringing the knee in. Nice. Good. And then maintain that idea that you're being lifted. But then the neck stays long throughout. So it's like these, imagining that you are turned around and that you're on the floor doing this work. Good. And then you can do your side to side as well. Nice. Working more along the lines of the obliques, but still remembering head supported. So go ahead and press your head against my hand. Press it against my hand. Yes, like that. Good. Back body supported. Press it against my hand. Nice. And then go ahead and take a break. Come into child's pose. So sit back, just elongating the spine here, but make this an active child's pose. So reach the arms out strong in front of you. Nice. Press into all your 10 fingers here. Yes, good. And then send your hips back. Really send your hips back. Nice. So feel the hips beginning to broaden a little. Good. And now another beautiful, very simple way to elongate the spine before you start with these exercises is Adho Mukha Svanasana, downward facing dog. So let's go ahead and take that now before we go into that other part of the movements that you showed us. So what I like for you to do here first, see, I don't know if you can feel, but there's a little bit of rounding of the spine here. And what we want is to release the spine completely. So feel free to bend your knees a little. Nice. Now stick your bum way back and let all of this hang. Let it all decompress, including your head. Nice. Now how does that feel? So see how now the top of your sacrum is dipping down. Yeah, so your hands are still strong, but your legs are stronger here. Your legs are supporting the hips moving back. Good. Now show us that the third move that you were gonna do, that you were doing actually, that in your
It's
routine.
like I'm in a little square with my knees off the ground.
Yeah.
And then I just work on my
Lovely.
arms. Get
Lovely.
the core staying still.
This is great. So you're still being suspended through the back body as you do this. So it just takes a little more awareness that the body is multi-dimensional,
Yeah.
right? It's not just what you're looking at and the focus and isolation of the core, because the core is the most essential aspect of you. It's the center of your body. Good. And then there was one other move.
It was a plank.
There you go. Okay. So then here with the plank, again, the same story. Can you elongate more through the both ends of the spine? Just really lengthen, like you're giving each vertebra a chance to separate from one another a little bit more, while avoiding that tendency that gravity does to make us want to collapse.
Yeah.
That instead you're being lifted. Like loving hands underneath your abdomen supporting that lift, underneath your legs supporting that lift. Good. And then you're doing this little dip side to side that I saw, which is lovely. Good. Wonderful. Nice. Good. Yeah. And then when you feel that you have had enough, come into your hands and knees again. And then let's go ahead and lie down on your back. Because when you isolate the center of the body a little bit like this, it's always good to release the spine with a little twisting. So just, you can bring your arms out to the side, bring both knees to face up, take your feet so that they're hip width apart, and just do like a little windshield wiper. And then, yeah, that's great. And now I want you to begin to slow it down a bit so that you really feel the side of the pelvis lifting off of the sacrum as your ribs move down, as your shoulder moves down, and then the other side. Beautiful, yeah. So just smoothly moving from side to side. Great. Right. Good work. Welcome. So everybody, this is my very first niece, and she's also my afilhada. You can look that up. It's very precious to me. So thank you for joining us, and I hope that you enjoy Marcela's routine, including some of the lengthening that will support your lumbar especially better.
Yay! Bye! Let go! I loved it!
Oh, I'm so